this is Aprille Walker from the Yoga Ranger Studio, and today's practice is all about those days that you feel stressed out, overwhelmed, anxious, really tired. And this is a yin practice to help sort of bring you back to balance, bring you back to center, and relieve some of that overwhelm, just maybe make you a little more grounded and stable. So you're gonna need a couple of props here. One is a blanket for underneath your knees. You don't have to have this, but it makes it a little bit more comfortable for some of these poses we hold. And a second blanket or beach towel just rolled up, and we'll use that off here in a second. We're gonna start in child's pose. So you can take your knees apart or you can take them together. Go ahead and take your hands out in front of you. Rest your forehead on the ground. And begin to breathe your three-part breath. First into the belly, then into the chest, then into the collarbones. And feel that three-part breath starting to soften, lengthen, center. Maybe you find your breath becomes 6 counts on the inhale, 6 counts on the exhale. And begin to bring yourself to the space around you. This time that you've taken on your mat. And then gently bring those elbows down to the floor. You're going to take those hands into prayer hands and drop those thumbs to the back of your neck. Release your hands down and start to come up on all fours for cat-cow. So drop the belly down, arching around the shoulders. Just about 4 more of these nice slow movements. We're going to go ahead and come into a supported fish pose. So you're going to take your blanket that's rolled up, put it about 1/3 of the way down over your mat. Go ahead and come onto your back. And you're going to lay yourself down so that your shoulders just start to peek over the edge of that blanket. So you're going to move yourself down to the point where your shoulders are just above the ground. And we're going to cross our legs. So we're going to take right in front of left in a Sukhasana. Settle into the pose. If you want, you can take your arms up higher, bend the elbows. If you want even more, you can interlace the fingers and take those hands up over your head. Find what feels good for you today. And still keeping that deep 3-part breath, breathing first into belly, center of the chest, collarbones. Softly start to stretch that right leg out, left leg out. Take a couple of breaths here with your legs straight. And this time we're going to take that left leg in front for Sukhasana. And feel your breath lengthening. Maybe now your inhale count is 6 or 7. Exhale a little bit longer than your inhale, maybe by 1 or 2 counts. Gently straighten that left leg out straight, right leg out straight. Take a few breaths here. We're going to roll over to our left side so you can bring your feet flat, knees bent. You're going to take that left leg, left arm out to the left. Roll over to your left side very slowly. Take that right arm up and over. Reach up as tall as you can over your head and just let it relax there. Now your legs could be straight or they could be bent. Start to walk your fingers back in. Take that right hand alongside your right hip. Take a breath or two here. And then go ahead and start to roll back onto your back and over to the other side. Right arm goes out straight. You can shift yourself over. Left arm goes up and over. Palm reaches up as far as you can go. Softly start to take that left hand alongside the left hip. Breath or two here. And then slowly roll back onto your back. You're going to press into your feet, lift your hips, and take that blanket off to the side and come down onto your back. Crossing that right leg over the left. You're going to go ahead and bring those knees into your chest for a supine cow face pose here. So grab whatever you can. That could be just one ankle, one foot, one shin. Keeping up with that nice long breath. Your exhale extending past your inhale. Go ahead and release those legs down. Unwind. Drop those knees together for a couple of breaths. And then go ahead and walk the feet together. Press through the hips and shift your hips over to the right. Bring your knees into your chest. Take that left hand to the outside of that right knee and pull it over. A little twist here. Take that right arm out to the right. If you feel that your shoulders doesn't come all the way down, you can tap that right hand over to the left and then back over to the right. So take your left hand to your belly, turn and look over your right fingertips if that's comfortable for you. And just feel your breath in your belly. Notice that rhythm of your breath. And as you notice, you tend to slow your breath down, slowing yourself down, your thoughts down. Gently turn your head back to center. Engage your core and bring those feet back to the middle. Center your hips back up. Drop your knees together, feet wide, both hands to your belly. And here you're going to cross that left leg over the right. Supine cow face on this side. So this is called shoelace if you're practicing in yin. Notice the difference between the left side and the right side right now, because this will change from time to time. Whether it be the time of day you practice or part of your life or how you're feeling. Notice those changes. Notice how your body reacts to those changes. Continuing to lengthen your exhale over your inhale. Gently start to release those legs. Drop them down, unwind your legs. Take your feet wide, knees together, hands to your belly, just recognizing your breath and letting it settle. Noticing that reflow of energy as it changes after the posture. And starting to walk those feet in together. You're going to shift your hips over to the left this time. Bring those knees into your chest. Left hand is going to go out to the left. Right hand's going to take those knees all the way over, stacked on top of one another. And here again, it's nice to take that left hand, tap it over, reach back across, hand to your belly. You can start to straighten out those ankles and look over your left shoulder if that's comfortable for you. Start to turn your head back to center. Engage your core and bring those knees back through the middle. Go ahead and shift your hips down the center, feet wide, knees together. Take a couple of breaths here. Noticing the change in energy in your body and in your breath. And then you can either stay here for Shavasana, or you can go ahead and walk your heels out to the corners of the mat. Keeping one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath. Settle into your resting pose. And feeling your breath underneath your hands. First into the belly, then into the heart and collarbones. Exhaling, collarbones and heart and belly. Feel your breath lengthen, your exhale get a little bit longer, maybe 3 or 4 counts longer than your inhale. Maybe twice the length of your inhale. Softly noticing that pause at the bottom of the exhale and just letting it rest there, letting your body rest and settle. Inhaling naturally. Exhaling. And pausing. Gently start to deepen your inhale and your exhale. Slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes. Very gently bring the bottoms of your feet flat to the floor. Here you can rock your knees a little bit side to side softly. When you next get them over to the center, take your arms up overhead and stretch through your fingertips, lengthening your spine. Exhale, roll over to your right side. And gently make your way up to whatever seated position you like best. Keeping your eyes closed or open. Hands, palms face up or face down onto your knees. Gently exhale, drop your fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up overhead. Open your eyes, look up at your palms. Exhale, hands to heart. Peace and namaste. I hope you enjoyed this practice and that your sense of overwhelm and stress has diminished just a little. Please take a moment to like and comment right down below, and also to subscribe for a video Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a full practice video on Fridays, a shorter on Wednesdays, and a healthy living tip on Mondays. I look forward to seeing you again. May you have a lovely day, more relaxed and more rested. Namaste.